Hey everyone, and welcome. We have some huge news today, something that is truly set to help shape the future of artificial intelligence across Africa. This isn't just another update, it really feels like the start of a brand new chapter for the continent's entire tech story. Okay, let's get right to it. The big number you see here is $900,000. Now that is a serious investment, right? But what's even more important is what this money is for. And that purpose is, well, it's about as ambitious as it gets. It's to forge the very future of artificial intelligence in Africa. This isn't just funding, it's fuel to build, to shape, and to lead the next big wave of technological transformation. So, who's behind this? The driving force is the African Technology Policy Studies Network. You'll see them called ATPS. They are the ones who just secured this incredible grant from the very prestigious Carnegie Corporation of New York to turn this whole vision into a reality. So you might be asking, why is this grant so critical and why now? Well, to really get that, we need to take a step back and look at the bigger picture, what we're calling the Continental Challenge. It's a situation where you have this massive potential meeting a really pressing need. Let's start with that potential. I mean, look at this number. Africa has the youngest population on the planet, with over 400 million people between 15 and 35 years old. That is an unbelievable reservoir of talent, of energy, and pure innovation just waiting to be tapped into. But, and this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Is this massive, talented generation being given the tools they need to actually build that future? Especially when we're talking about a technology as game-changing as AI. And this is where the picture becomes crystal clear. To really get a handle on AI, experts say Africa needs to train at least 5,000 PhD-level scholars in the next 5 years. 5,000! But then you look at this other stat from a recent UNESCO study. Of all the countries in the world with approved AI curricula for schools, exactly 0 of them are in Africa. That gap is just staggering. You know, the problem isn't just one thing, it's systemic. The African Union's own 2024 AI strategy pointed out these exact barriers. Not enough skilled experts, infrastructure that needs improvement, not enough money going into research, and not enough collaboration happening. This is the landscape that absolutely has to change. Okay, so when you're facing a challenge that big, what do? You don't just take a small step, you create a bold new mission. And in this case, that mission has a name: ARISE. ARISE is short for Advancing Responsible and Gender-Inclusive Artificial Intelligence Capacity in Africa's Higher Education Ecosystem. Whew, I know, it's a mouthful. But honestly, every single one of those words is crucial. The focus isn't just on building AI, it's on building it the right way, responsibly and inclusively, right from the very beginning. And its goal is so powerful and so direct to build a critical mass of AI expertise that will be a direct engine for Africa's development. We're talking about creating homegrown leaders for a homegrown tech revolution. It's that simple and that profound. And make no mistake, this is not a short-term fix. The ARISE project is a strategic, multi-year plan. It kicks off in 2025 and runs all the way through 2028. And get this, its scope is enormous, covering 49 countries across sub-Saharan Africa. So that's the grand vision. But how exactly is ARISE going to make it all happen? Well, it all comes down to a really clear, really smart 5-point action plan. All right, let's walk through it. First, you have to know what you're working with, so they're going to map out all the existing AI resources. Second, they're going to directly fund the next generation with 16 fellowships for PhD and postdoc researchers. Third, you've got to build a community, so they'll be running events and mentorship programs. Fourth, they'll help universities actually create the AI programs that are so badly needed. And finally, all that work will be used to help shape smarter AI policies. See how each step just builds on the one before it? It's a solid plan. But this isn't just about being busy. It's about making a real impact. So what does success actually look like? At the end of the day, what's going to be different because of ARISE? And this right here is the payoff. By 2028, we're going to see a whole new wave of highly trained AI experts on the continent. Partner universities will actually be teaching modern, cutting-edge AI courses. And maybe most importantly, all the lessons learned from this project will be baked into national and regional policies, making sure this growth can last for the long haul. When you boil it all down, what the ARISI project does is pretty amazing. It takes the African Union's ambitious AI strategy, which is a fantastic document, by the way, and it pulls it off the page and turns it into real, tangible action on the ground. It's the bridge that connects the vision to the reality. And that just leaves us with this one really exciting thought to end on. As Arise starts nurturing this new generation of AI pioneers all across the continent, the question isn't if Africa will be a leader in AI, it's where will they lead? What massive challenge in healthcare or agriculture or finance will African-led AI solve next? The possibilities are just getting started.